3 things to get right in a roll-off dumpster rental. Some people think that renting a dumpster is as easy as picking up the phone and placing an order. And it can be, if you know for certain that the dumpster roll-off rental service offers honest advice and competitive prices. In reality, it's better to know how to choose a dumpster than just rely on guidance from the professionals, because at least that way, you'll know that you've done your homework to protect your investment. Regardless of which company you choose, the price will depend on your location, the required dumpster size, what you intend to fill with it, and the lease duration. However, some services help you save cash by charging for the amount of dumpster you fill instead of for the size of its containers. Below this article, we detail the top 3 considerations for dumpster rental so that you can make an informed decision and spend your money wisely. Don't forget these roll-off dumpster rental tips. Dumpsters can be lifesavers when you're redecorating the home, removing the roof shingles, building an extension, or clearing out the basement, but you need to know what to look out for to ensure you rent the right one for your requirements. Keep the following 3 tips in mind, and you can feel confident that your dumpster will be a valuable asset. Choose the right size for your needs. It's important to estimate how much waste your construction or renovation project will generate so that you can rent the most suitably sized dumpster for the task at hand. Are you removing 2 layers of roof shingles from a large house in the country? You'll probably need a container that can comfortably accommodate 30 cubic yards of junk. Are you clearing out a small garage of junk that's just too much for your trash cans? You will save by renting a 12 cubic yard mini dumpster. Only construction sites and commercial clearouts tend to require enormous 40-yard dumpsters. In all likelihood, you'll need a 12 cubic yard dumpster which you can easily park on your driveway without having to obtain a permit. If you think you have about 10 cubic yards of waste but aren't sure whether you'll produce a little extra, you can rent a mini dumpster from Junk King. We provide 12-yard dumpsters to give you a little extra and only charge the amount of space you use, meaning you won't pay extra for having the privilege of extra space if required. Find a company that honors its green initiatives. In the USA, we depend on landfills more than many other developed nations, and unfortunately, that represents a problem that we need to address. Much of what you throw into the dumpster will eventually end up in a landfill, and it's possible to recycle a lot of that trash instead. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that up to half of recyclable materials get buried in landfills rather than salvaged, and landfills can have disastrous effects on local ecosystems and the environment. If you want to do your part to protect our world, you should look for a company that promotes sustainable practices. It's true that the US is improving regarding recycling, but we still haven't reached an adequate level. Unfortunately, unless we do something about our consumption habits and waste disposal methods, a growing population will soon result in landfills being a serious threat. Fortunately, you can find companies that provide dumpster rentals with the environment in mind. Junk King, for example, commits to recycling 60% of all the waste it collects, whether from its junk removal service or mini roll-off dumpster rental. We beat that target consistently, thanks to having dedicated sorting facilities at the company warehouses. Up to this point, relatively few companies put such care into recycling on a mass scale. So if you only require a mini dumpster, you might want to ask us more about our green initiatives and how we can help you contribute to a healthier environment without doing any hard work. If you'd like to let somebody else handle all the heavy lifting, you could take advantage of Junk King's waste retrieval service instead of renting a dumpster. It does mean having all your trash in one place for the professionals to collect in the space of a day, but it avoids having a dumpster taking up driveway space for up to a week. However, if you need to dispose of waste gradually, then dumpster rentals are your best option. Prevent your driveway from sustaining damage. Even though cases of damaged drives and roadsides are becoming less frequent as dumpster rental services modernize, they can and still do occur, so it's important to be diligent and find a company that takes preventative measures to minimize the chances of their containers cracking the concrete or tarmac. Nobody wants to pay for driveway repairs after covering the costs of dumpster rental, and you may be obligated to bear the brunt of financial burden should you damage a public road or sidewalk. You need to find a company that ensures their dumpsters won't cause damage regardless of how much junk you have or where you place it. Many rental services won't hold themselves accountable if their receptacles break your drive's surface, leaving you with extra fees in addition to the costs of the dumpster. Remember, you may need to pay for permits, no parking signs, and warning lights to place a receptacle on the road, so ensuring there will be no additional costs at the end of your lease is a must. Junk King is, again, a good choice because they guarantee there will be no damage whatsoever thanks to its advanced deployment method. However, if you need something larger than a mini roll-off dumpster, you need to ask companies questions to find out how they prevent their receptacles from leaving you with a damaged street or driveway. Place your trust in Junk King. At Junk King, we've grown to be the nation's #1 waste disposal company thanks to our commitment to the environment, transparent pricing, and prompt delivery and retrievals. We endeavor to keep our market-leading position by offering a mini roll-off dumpster rental service you can trust. And you can rest easy knowing you've done your part to help the world because we recycle up to 60% of what we collect. Whether you want our professionals to do the heavy lifting or need a dumpster to fill gradually, we're the company to call. Get in touch today to find out how we can help you. If you have any questions about what we do or what we believe, give us a call at 707-744-4254.